All right, what is going on, everybody? Travis with the RAC Garage. I just got back from the Bailey Metal Shaping Fest at Kindig Design, and I am in power hammer mode because, you know, that's mostly what I use over there is power hammer. I wanted to do more shrinking because I haven't set up any shrink dies in this yet, even though I technically have 3 sets of shrink dies for my power hammer. I know, right? Haven't shrunk on anything yet. So, this set I bought from a guy. He was new at machining dies for Pullmac. All right, so these here I bought from a guy who just started machining metal shaping tools, and they honestly don't work. They just beat up the panel, and like really around here, I don't think this flat is big enough, and it just pinches the metal, and it's just no good. This half is from all these rusty dies that I got in the box when I bought that Edmunds intake. I tried to get those together, and I don't have the right wedge set to to make it work. So I just have the lower in there now because this lower is the first one I made, and I had my buddy machine it from my specs, and it's just too low. So I needed to put spacers on the bottom anvil, and it's just a pain in the ass. If I want to put on my shaping dies again, I have to take a spacer out of here, which is 4 bolts, and it's really a pain in the ass. So instead, I just gotta knock out a couple wedges, throw in my shaping dies, and it's already to the right height setting, which is cool. So I took my upper that's already hardened and the lower from that rusty set, and it seems like I might have to adjust, the cant of this thing. But seems like they fit together pretty good. Might have to move this die over, but I already did some shaping with it. This is, I shrunk from both edges and then quickly smoothed out the bumps in the English wheel. My Bailey EW30 English wheel. So, but when I said quickly, I mean quickly. And I should have showed you this. I don't know why I didn't. I might do another test piece. But with that being said, look at there's like hardly... There's obviously marks on the panel, but it's nothing that you can't smooth out and sand out. So this set right now works. So I'm gonna have this hardened, and I'm probably gonna have the upper that's from this hardened also, just so if something goes wrong, I have an extra upper. From heat treating one die, might as well heat treat them all. So I'm actually gonna do that also. I'm gonna take all these lowers. There's a bunch of different radiuses, and I have another, linear stretch die, which is always nice to have. Mine works great. I put a big flat spot on it, so it'll be nice to have one with not so much of a flat spot on it. So this is aggressive, and this one's actually more for reverse curves. That's why I have my reverse curve upper here. See how the front swooped up more than the back? That's to provide clearance when the panel starts to come up on you. Then this wackadoo thing here, I don't know if these are heat treated yet. This one's polished. Oh, they were polished at some point. I'll take a file to them and find out, but it'd be cool if they were polished. I mean, heat treated. I won't have to do anything except for the shrink die. So this guy and the bottom. I know you guys hate me rambling on, but I feel like this is information that you want to know. Most people want to know. So I'm gonna heat treat these, but before I do that, I'm gonna show you how well they work. And I'm really excited about this because this is kind of the main reason I got the power hammer, is so I can shrink with the power hammer. Shrink really fast. Do like what I did at the Bailey Metal Shaping Fest. Like I made part of a wheel well with the flange on it, the whole flange. I didn't, like Mike Cornfield says, he hates welding and he hates finishing stuff. So if you can shape it with minimal welding on the other end, that's the way to go. So like my flange I don't know if you can see anything in here. My flange was about that size, if not bigger. So I shrunk a good 5, 6, 7 inches right over to a 90. With that being said, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yes, that's why I got the power hammer and excited to actually do that stuff now. I know it works, so let me show you how well it works. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a quick circle-ish. I didn't have a circle to use to make this circle, so it's not gonna be a perfect circle. It's like gonna be an oval. And I don't have my attachment for my GoPro to attach to the tripod, so the angles today might be a little wacky because I'm kind of sticking the camera on different things. Okay, circle-ish. We clean this off a bit and then we will hammer it. All right, I accidentally wiped down my little circle with my special sauce rag, and yeah, when you shrink you don't necessarily need lube because it actually just helps it shrink less, because if there's no lube on it, it kind of sticks and it lets the dies move together. It's, you know, if it's slippery, it slips around. You want it to shrink. Hold on to it and push it in. So let's get some earmuffs. Walked all around the power hammer, and it was right next to it. First one. Shrinks. Major shrinks. Shrinky dinky, here we go. Seems to work pretty good. I don't want to go too crazy on this because, you know, it's not heat treated. But, you know, let me see. I can always fix it if it does anything. Yeah, small piece like this by Brady. Shrinky dinks. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy, but you get the idea. I think there is a couple adjustments I want to make. Not necessarily on the die itself, mainly on my placement of the die. Saw that coming. All right, here, quick tip for shrinking that was not said at the Bailey thing. It's not crazy important, but it's better for the surface finish of the material. I'm still trying to get in the habit of doing it. Is it doesn't matter how fast you go in. Doesn't matter how fast you go in. It's about how fast you come out. Well, how slow you come out. Everyone wants to go in and then pull it out. Go in, pull it out. If you go slower and faster with the machine and slower out, you'll get a better surface finish on your metal. So yeah, that's just a quick little. And you want to avoid smacking the edge, because you're going to do the exact opposite of what you're trying to do, which is shrink, and you're going to stretch it if you smack the edge too much. That's why I try to slow down as I'm coming out, so it's not like that on the edge, and then eventually it'll become a razor blade. With aluminum, it becomes a razor blade with like one hit. With steel, it takes a little bit longer, but you still don't want to do it. That's the end of my little tip there. So let's take that out, stop messing around, and get some actual work done. So I'm going to split the skin from the rear floor section on this piece here. It's just going to be easier to fix all the damage that's down in here, and also fix the inner back floor piece, because it doesn't need much fixing. It's a good rear floor, so I want to use that on this car. Well, that car standing up. You know, obviously it's better to use the original stuff when you can, and it is good. I just want to have it blasted inside and out, so it's not like there's still going to be rust inside of it, obviously, in between the panels. And the damage down here, the metal's still good. I just need to massage it. So that being said, let me find all the spot welds and junk and cut them out. I'm gonna drill them out with the spot weld cutter here, and you know, hopefully just have to plug a few, or I'll just use those same ones and do rosettes instead. So that's probably what I'll do, but we'll see. I got the sides all separated. The only thing holding it now, I believe, is this lip here. hard to take apart. I guess it's not meant to come apart, so it explains why. But hey, here it is. The floor from the skin. Now, the body is ready for blasting. Might be a few things I want to take off of this, because this is not used for rumble seat. Even with the rumble seat, I'm going to take this for pattern making. These I have. The other ones I'm using because these are cut, so I'm going to cut those off. And yeah, then it should be ready. Get a few new cage nuts, a couple welds, and this thing is ready. Alright, there it is. No extra stuff on here. I was going to separate this, but I'm like, you know, I'm not going to go totally super crazy. See, it's a good rear floor. Savable. For sure, and I'd rather use this than the EMS panel because I know it's gonna fit. This one, it's the best we got. I know you saw me destroy this lip, but this right here was already destroyed and a little bit of rot here, so I had to like make this anyway, so I'm really not too worried about that. And I gotta patch this big nasty hole and, you know, a bunch of other stuff. But it's a lot better than, you know, an EMS panel, and it has here to here. We're gonna graft on, we have a piece if we need to graft it on, but I'm gonna try to use that because there's really nothing wrong with it, other than dents and cracks. Like, as you can see, there's no material missing from here. It's just a rip, so I can fix that. And these inner wheel well parts, look at that, that's the factory seam right there. Just gotta fill some holes up, graft it right onto this thing. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, can't wait to get this blasted so I can start actually working on it. It'll be a cool one. But I got time, I can like put the floor together. Front, middle, half of the back, rest is that. But I can put those pieces in place, then not worry so much about this back. Just gotta remember where it goes, which I can do this now. Money shot, look at that. Okay, so, oh, the hole with the huge ass material behind it, that's the one. Okay, that makes it easy. Cool. All right, I know this is kind of slow right now. I'm getting the 32 3-window body is coming so I can fit the doors. So tomorrow I'm gonna be back on the doors. No, I'm not, because he's coming in the afternoon. So I'm probably gonna work on the floor on the 36 5-window. Put that together as much as I can. And then in the afternoon, the body's gonna come and then I can start fitting the inners to the door openings. Then skins on the inners after I make sure the inner fits the hole correctly. So exciting stuff. I like having multiple things to do and the space to do it. So say I'm waiting on this to get blasted, I can do the doors. I can do patches on the 3-window itself because it needs a couple things. And once that leaves, and if this is still not back yet, I have a buck to make for the back of this 36 Roadster. And in the middle of all that, I need to get a couple patches done. Not a couple patches. I need to make a good set of quarters out of these 2829 Roadster quarters. There's 5 here, 3 of one, 2 of another. I just need to make a pair. This is my friend Tim, so you know, priority on this. I might even do this tomorrow. Yeah, I'll try to do, I think I'm gonna try and get to this tomorrow, because doing this front floor is really not gonna be hard. I'll probably knock that out right in the morning, set it down right where it needs to be, from here back to this point. And I still have this here, so I can put that on, know exactly where to cut, and I'll be able to screw it in to the floor, to the back of the floor, just like the factory does. Because I like to do things right, factory-ish, as factory as I can, without wasting a whole bunch of time. Yeah, that's really all I got today. It was a late start because I was really tired from flying and all that kind of stuff. So sorry if this video stunk a little bit. I did get some stuff done. Big progress tomorrow. I'm hoping to get a lot done tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. So, started the truck and ready to head out. I back up. Then I see this. I'm like, let me pull over and investigate. Drip, 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 drip. Drippy, 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 drip. So, radiator probably has stress crack from these cheap radiators right here at the tab. For some reason, it just let go right when I started it up and leaked out as I was idling, and you know, it ain't stopping. Because if it did it on the way here, you know, there would have been a bigger puddle than this. So, got my buddy Joe coming down to help me, give me a ride, because the kids are just about to eat, and we're trying to put them to bed early tonight. So, you know, I don't want Kelly to drive down here. She doesn't have to. So I asked Joe, I didn't put any pressure on him, and he said he was already heading out. So, thanks Joe, you're the man. Luckily, I have like 7 of these radiators upstairs, so I'll either just swap it out, or I'll fix this one. I know this one works. See, that's the tough thing now, is like, do I fix this one? I know what I would do if I fix it. I'd add gussets, so there's no way that the flat tab will go like this and then snap. Because that's what happened. It's just a flat tab on the bottom of these radiators. It's really just a bad design, and I should have said, you know what, let me gusset this. Because most people don't run these cars every day like I do. So that probably wouldn't have leaked for another couple years, but I drive it, you know, 50 miles a day, which isn't a lot. Some people drive like 100 miles, this and that, 100, 200 miles a day. But this is also a hot rod, so it's a little different. But yeah, let me get back in the shop, open it up, make room to put this tonight, because I didn't plan on having to do that. There's stuff in the way. There's a 36 5-window sticking straight up in the air, and my 3-window right in front of the door, so let's make some room. All right, she's in. Joe to the rescue, helping out. You get a cool ride home.